Hey, what's up YouTube? It is Captain Shock here. Today I'm bringing you a subscriber gameplay analysis video. And today's subscriber is called Ridwan. You often see him in the comment section. He is part of the notification squad. And big up to my notification squad. I do notice them and I appreciate them a lot. Very positive subscriber, always liking the videos, always commenting, and actually always trying to be the first person to like the videos, which is actually very nice, you know. So thanks for all the support, man. Now you guys know this is Captain Shock's Academy right here, so I don't go easy in the subscriber gameplay analysis videos. So look at that opening rush. He is in the death zone. He put himself at a disadvantage. He pushed that guy. That guy had the elevation, he had the cover, and he had everything right going in his favor. So why did he push it? So of course you want to avoid this area. When you're seeing me playing this map, I hardly push this side unless it's very safe. Even my opening rush, I don't push there. So Ridwan is also using the K-bar right in this gameplay. He's using the optical side, he's using grip, quick draw, stock, and long barrel. So it's slightly different from my most elite K-bar setup videos. So why is he using stock though? And this is what I wonder. A lot of my subscribers use stock, especially on their K-bar in public matches. And when you see them playing, they're not actually using the stock and what it was meant to be used for. You know, it's a waste of an attachment if you don't use it properly, and to be honest, it's not really that good in this game. That's why I don't use it in public matches. And this was a very good play by him. He destroyed this guy on the wall run, and you can also see he's having generally more success on this side of the map where I push. So follow my map guides, guys. It is very effective and it will make a huge difference to your gameplay. You just have to be disciplined in your approach. I know some, you know, they can't follow it 100%. Sometimes you make mistakes like that. But of course, once you follow it properly and try to follow it 100%, it will make a huge difference in your gameplay. Now, Ridwan is a 1.2 KD player and he has just under a 1 win loss. But actually, his aim is very good. His aim is like a 1.8 to 1.9 KD player. And let's see this situation now. So he's using the cover to his advantage, correctly done. He's pre-aiming it properly. Nicely done. He's checking the mini-map. I know he is, because look at his navigation. He takes this guy out from the side, or he got an assist from it, and he's pre-aiming the hotspots. So this is the correct thing you do. If you want to push that side, you push it properly, you show some discipline, and you pre-aim the areas, the hotspots, use the covers to your advantage, and you flank around like this. Now look at this decision making here. He sees his teammates to the right, so straight away there is an enemy that is going to push on the left side in my thinking, but he pushed it just a bit too slow and he pushed it without pre-aiming. So you have to pre-aim those doorways when you're going to push an opening like that, because enemies will take advantage. That enemy did the right thing there. He saw an opening, he took advantage of it, and he got the kill. So of course you have to be prepared for those openings. And I don't recommend staying here too long on top of that building. He did the right thing. He moved away. He's assessing the situation. He's pre-aiming it nicely. He takes that guy out. Well played by him there. Now he's put himself in a bad position here. I don't like this area. You're in a death zone right here. So move away. Correctly done. Flanking around behind the enemy lines like I teach you guys to possibly shoot them from the sides or from the back. And you can see he panicked a bit there. His aim wasn't that great, so you need to be composed when you're taking those shots. It's an easy kill. Just destroy them and move away. So now he's pushing this side again. He loves pushing on this side, completely opposite to me. And look at the power position to the right. There are multiple enemies in there, so which tells me straight away this game is going to be potentially close if the power position is not cleared. So he takes out those two enemies, very nicely done. But of course you need to clear that power position, right? And he locks on target to this enemy, but he's in the open here, very bad position. There's a sniper there and there's potentially enemies to the left of him. There's also opening to the right here and he correctly covers it. There's two enemies on the wall run. They get taken out, they enter the death zone, and you can see what happens when you stay around this area too much. Now he's pre-aiming the area ahead. He sees the red dot to the left, but look, no pre-aiming to the left. He just runs and he just jumps up and tries to kill them. So of course you need to pre-aim the actual areas with the red dots as well. Also, those enemies were probably aware of his presence, because before that, in the death zone, he killed two of the teammates on the wall run, right? Can you remember that? Yeah, and he's using an unsuppressed weapon. So the enemies will be alerted. A good enemy will remember that, and they will potentially pre-aim you when you push the same way and be predictable. Now he pushed my side and he got his revenge. He got a easy double kill on them. But now he's staying here too long. Remember, he's using an unsuppressed weapon, right? So the element of surprise is better to carry out rather than staying behind the head glitch with an unsuppressed weapon thinking you will win the gunfight. So I teach you guys how to be an assassin. You need to use that. Even with an unsuppressed weapon, you need to play like that. You will catch them by surprise, and that's the better method to do it. Because he had a good position there, he had a head glitch, but of course, conveniently, two enemies pushed him, and he got taken out. Now again, look, the enemy had elevation on him, he went into the death zone. What happened? He dies. Now he's pushing on the correct side, so don't be afraid of these wall runs as well, guys. You will have the elevation on them, and if you keep your aim on target, you will have the advantage in the gunfight. Look at that. Easy, right? He cleared the position now, and before it wasn't cleared, and you can see how close the game is. So always secure that position, always clear it. Takes this guy out, pushes it properly, and look at this. This is the best play of the entire game. He was thinking ahead there. He knew he was in a bad position after he missed those shots. He knew there could be potentially enemies around him, but he rewinded back into safety, and now he's flanking around at the back of the spawn like this. However, his aim let him down. He didn't pre-aim properly as well, and the enemy anticipated him. But that was the best play of the game, and it showed me that he has very good potential, because if he's thinking like that, if he keeps it up like that, he will have the ability to improve by a lot. But he also needs to learn from his mistakes as well. He keeps pushing this side into the death zone and he keeps getting taken out, but he keeps pushing over and over. So always learn from your mistakes, guys. It's very important in becoming a better player. Now he's pushing on this side of the map. He's pre-aiming it correctly. He had elevation. He kept his aim on target. Well done. But of course, when he came out of the wall run, he landed straight in the middle of the doorway. So you don't want to land in the middle of the doorway in the open, where the enemy will have the advantage on you, especially if you're using an on-silence weapon. They will know that you're coming, and because they see you on the minimap, right? They see a red dot on the minimap showing up, they will pre-aim you. So jump away from that door and try to use the second door. Try to surprise them when you enter the building, you know? So it's these little things that add up and make you a better and more consistent player. Now he's just clearing out this mini power position and he's checking the spawns properly. And look, he's in the open here though, so he needs to move away straight away, and that was very close. He rewinds in time, takes this guy out. Nicely done, keeping his composure. But he needs a pre-aim now. Look, pre-aim. His shot was just a bit off there against a better opponent. That opponent probably would have killed him there. So you know his aim, he needs to work on his aim and snapping onto targets a little bit quicker, a little bit better, and especially use the stock. If you're having stock on the K-bar, use it. You can see he's not making use of the stock attachment at all, so why equip it? And again, he gets killed in the open there. Don't put yourself in the open like that. And he does that quite a few times in this gameplay. If you realize that he didn't peek it through cover, he just peeked it in the open, giving the enemy the advantage, because the enemy love to be on this side of the map, or especially on that truck. So you need to learn how your enemy plays as well. If you think they're gonna be there and they've already been there for quite some time, then of course in the future they will be there as well. So you have to pre-aim it, use cover, and keep that in your head. Here he does the correct thing. He just checked it in case an enemy pushed him there. He would have been ready and pre-aiming like how the enemy killed him on that wall run before. So he's learning, and he's taking advantage of that fact now. And let's see if he learns from here. No, he just pushes in the open. He chases this enemy a bit too aggressively, and it's a good thing he didn't stay in the open a bit too long. So you know, nicely done. And this sniper missed his shot. He made him pay for it and rewinded well. You know, he was in an unfavorable position. He was reloading as well, and he took him out for the win. So he had to rush it a bit slightly at the end because the game was so close, and of course he hardly cleared out the power position, so that's one of the main reasons why as well. So you can see you need to clear that power position frequently. Make sure your teammates are there or you're in there more than the enemy team, and you will have a higher chance of winning the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Please leave a like if you did. Do share the videos, guys, if you don't see me grow, and do subscribe if you haven't already. Take care. Bye.